Hello, my name is Jose Hernandez. I recently did a P4 shattering at a Lumicera specialty pharmacy. I shadowed my P4. The first thing he did was he kind of showed me the pharmacy itself. He kind of showed me, gave me a tour. And one thing I noticed is that there was a lot of spaces, a lot of cubicles, a lot of room. And the story was that it's actually kind of a newer building, so there's a lot of empty spaces. Also, a lot of the pharmacists there that work are stay-at-home pharmacists, and they do a lot of house calls. And there's a lot of pharmacists that actually do stay at home. It's actually a pretty sought after job, and it's kind of a very competitive pharmacy to work in due to all of the it's known as like kind of a comfy pharmacy job is what the preceptor kind of told me. And the work environment was very friendly, very welcoming, and everyone there seemed happy. And that was one thing I noticed. I talked with one pharmacist. He told me he kind of told me what he did, how he did all his quality control, how safety and quality was really important, and especially in the pharmacy, and especially since a lot of it's gonna be mail order, a lot of it's gonna be across the country, like in specialty pharmacy and this pharmacy in particular. A lot of things are gonna be gone far away. So making sure you don't make a mistake, making sure you get the right medication, the right doses is really important. So one thing about this pharmacy is that there's not like a special training you have to do necessarily. You just have to have experience because it's a very competitive pharmacy career to be in. Like I would like to do it for like a appy rotation because it seemed really interesting and something that I like to know more about. And as a career wise, I could see myself doing it. I'm not sure if I want to do that as a career, like it's set in stone. But it was actually really cool and really fun, and would not be disappointed if I did that as a career. I actually would enjoy it. One thing that the P4 I saw the P4 do was he did a lot of patient assessment over the phone with patients on these drugs, and on these drugs on these patients they did checkups, he did assessments, he asked them questions, he had a whole script written out or typed out, and he kind of went off on the list of questions for these patients. And everyone on the phone actually seemed pretty happy. I actually heard the conversation through a headset, and everyone was happy, hopeful. No one was angry, annoyed, or upset, and I think that was really cool because in retail, you get kind of a mixed bag. But here, everyone was actually they even told me like everyone there is generally happy to be, you know, just in general, like they're happy with the medication, they're happy with the process of the progress. And one thing about they kind of told me as far as like tips for this career is to however they want to go into it is get to experience. If I wanted to, intern, do some P4 shadowing, get some hours in a specialty pharmacy, get my name known, network. They said that to get into this career, you got to network a lot because you got to get your name out there because it's a very competitive job. And one thing that I did find interesting was how the whole process of how a drug becomes specialty. Because when a drug is brand new off the market, brand new on the market, it has to go through a process, and only special kind of pharmacies with a certain license can use these drugs. Not even hospitals can use them because they're very expensive coming out. So you have to have a special license. The pharmacy itself has to be licensed to a lot of pharmaceutical companies to trust them to handle these kind of drugs materials. It's something that I really thought it was interesting. I really liked it. The P4 he told me about a couple projects he was working on. There's three combo medications he was comparing, and then there was another drug that I don't remember the name of this drug. I want to say like Humana or Humana. It's this drug is like comparing it to a similar drug for a condition, and like stuff like this was really interesting, and I really enjoyed it. I definitely would do it as an appy rotation. Um, Honestly, all the information they shared with me and the stories, and everyone seemed happy, and that was kind of the biggest thing working at that pharmacy. And yeah, definitely would recommend it if you ever are interested. And I loved it.